Let me tell you a story. It's a story that might sound familiar, a narrative that resonates with the lives of many. There was a woman, much like many of us, with a to-do list that never seemed to end. A list that stretched on, mocking her with its endless demands. Work, family, chores, the constant hum of responsibilities, all relentlessly demanding her attention, pulling her in different directions. Every morning, she woke up with a surge of determination, ready to conquer the mountain of tasks ahead. But for every single task she managed to finish, it seemed like two more appeared in its place, multiplying like weeds in a garden. It felt less like a journey and more like a race with no finish line in sight, a constant, exhausting sprint toward a horizon that kept moving further and further away, always just out of reach. She told herself, trying to find some solace, that this was just adulthood, that everyone around her was just as busy, just as overwhelmed, and just as tired. So she plastered on a smile, carefully hid her exhaustion behind a mask of normalcy, and kept going, pushing through the fatigue, one step at a time. The pressure to be everything to everyone, the perfect employee, the perfect partner, the perfect friend, was immense. A heavy, suffocating blanket she couldn't shrug off, no matter how hard she tried. One day she found herself staring blankly at a simple email on her computer screen for what felt like an eternity, 20 minutes to be exact. Completely unable to formulate a reply, her thoughts scattered and disjointed. Her mind felt foggy and distant, like trying to see through a thick, impenetrable mist. Her spirit felt utterly empty, devoid of joy or motivation. Even the small joys in life, the things that once brought her pleasure, became just more items to check off on the never-ending list. That was the day she realized, with a chilling clarity, that something was deeply, fundamentally wrong. This wasn't just ordinary tiredness or the result of a particularly busy week at work. This was something more profound, more insidious. She had been pouring from her own cup, giving and giving to everyone around her for such a long time that she hadn't even noticed it was completely empty, drained dry. She had given until there was absolutely nothing left to give, until she was running on fumes. This feeling, this state of being, has a name that carries weight and understanding: burnout. And she was certainly not alone in this struggle. Burnout is everywhere, a silent epidemic spreading through our modern lives, quietly and insidiously draining the energy and enthusiasm from people who are simply trying to do it all, to be everything to everyone. It's not just her story, a singular, isolated incident. It's a reflection of ours, a shared experience that binds us together. So let's talk about what burnout really is. Let's delve into its causes and its consequences, and most importantly, let's explore how we can begin to heal. Burnout isn't just a bad day, a fleeting moment of frustration, or a stressful week. It's more profound than that. It's a state of total emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion. It seeps into every aspect of your being, leaving you feeling depleted and unable to cope. It stems from prolonged, excessive stress, the kind that grinds you down day after day. Imagine your body as a battery, a source of energy that powers your life. When you're always on, constantly pushing yourself, you drain it without ever truly recharging. You're running on empty, and the consequences are significant. Eventually, the battery isn't just low, it's damaged, irreparable without significant intervention. Burnout is your body's alarm, a blaring siren warning you that something must change drastically. It's not a personal failure or a sign of weakness. It doesn't mean you're incapable. It's a natural, understandable response to overwhelming demands and unsustainable pressure. Burnout is a mismatch, a fundamental disconnect. It's the chasm between what's asked of you, the endless expectations, and what you realistically have to give, your finite resources. It's the conflict between your deeply held values and the harsh reality you're forced to navigate. When you're always giving, pouring yourself out in a system that doesn't give back, that doesn't replenish your reserves, your mind and body inevitably hit a wall, a point of absolute exhaustion. You're not a machine, designed for constant output. You're a human being with inherent limits. Burnout is what happens when those limits are consistently ignored, when you push yourself beyond what's sustainable. It's officially recognized by the World Health Organization as an occupational phenomenon, but it's crucial to understand that it's not just about work. Caregivers tirelessly attending to others, students facing relentless academic pressure, parents juggling work and family. Anyone can burn out when their constant effort never leads to genuine rest and recovery. It's like running from a lion every single day, constantly in fight or flight mode. But the lion never goes away. The threat is always present, always looming. Ultimately, burnout is your body's desperate way of saying, enough is enough. One big reason we burn out: human giver syndrome. It's the belief that you must always give your time, energy, and care, while ignoring your own needs. Especially for women, this expectation is everywhere. Be selfless, be helpful, never rest. You feel guilty for saying no or taking a break. The world celebrates endless giving but never asks what it costs. Givers pour themselves out until they're empty, believing their worth is in their sacrifice. Recognizing this trap is the first step to freedom. You are not just a resource for others. You are a whole person worthy of care. Your body knows when things are wrong even before your mind does. Burnout sends warning signs, easy to ignore when you're busy. The first is exhaustion, not just tiredness, but a deep fatigue sleep can't fix. You wake up tired, every task feels impossible. Next is cynicism or detachment. Work and life feel meaningless, and you start to shut down emotionally. You might feel irritable, resentful, or numb. Then comes ineffectiveness. You work harder but feel like you're failing. Confidence drops and nothing feels like enough. Burnout also shows up physically: headaches, muscle pain, stomach issues, trouble sleeping. These aren't random. They're your body's SOS. Listen to these signs. They're your early warning system. Ignoring them only pushes you deeper into burnout. Your body is begging you to pay attention. It's time to stop and heal. Dealing with stressors isn't the same as dealing with stress itself. Even when the problem is gone, stress can stay trapped in your body. Stress is a cycle. It needs to be completed. The best way? Move your body. You don't need a marathon. Dance, walk, stretch, or tense and release your muscles. Movement tells your body the danger is over. Deep breathing helps too. Slow inhales and even slower exhales calm your nervous system. Try breathing in for 5, out for 10. Connection matters. A long hug, laughter, or even a good cry can release stress. These are not luxuries, they're essential. Find what works for you and practice it daily. Completing the stress cycle is how you heal. Don't wait until you're overwhelmed. Make it a habit. Completing the stress cycle is first aid, a crucial immediate response to overwhelming feelings. But true healing means changing your habits and environment, addressing the root causes of your stress. It's about creating a sustainable lifestyle that supports your well-being. Start with boundaries. Protect your energy by saying no and honoring your limits. Recognize that every yes to something is a no to something else, often your own needs. It's not selfish, it's self-respect. It's about acknowledging your value and prioritizing your well-being. Rest is vital, not just sleep, but activities that restore you. Find what truly replenishes your energy, whether it's meditation, a walk in nature, or simply quiet time. Do things for joy, not productivity. Read, garden, paint, or just be. Schedule this time and protect it. Treat it as an essential appointment that cannot be missed. Find meaning in your daily life. Connect your actions to what matters most to you. Align your daily tasks with your core values to create a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Even small moments of purpose buffer against burnout. These moments can be as simple as helping a colleague or spending time on a cause you care about. Build a support system. Surround yourself with people who see and support you. Seek out individuals who uplift you and provide a safe space to share your struggles. Nurture relationships that remind you your worth isn't in your giving but in who you are. Value those connections that celebrate your authentic self, not just what you do for others. You don't have to do it all alone. These steps build resilience and help prevent burnout from returning. They empower you to navigate challenges with greater strength and self-awareness. You deserve a life that nourishes you. If you're feeling the weight of burnout, know this: there is hope. You are not broken. Your body is responding as it should. Burnout is a signal, not your identity. Healing is a gentle process of treating yourself with the kindness you give others. Your value isn't in your productivity or your giving. You are enough, exactly as you are. Embrace your right to rest, to joy, to a life that fills you up. Some days will be hard, but every act of self-care is a step toward healing. You are building a life that holds all of you. Your strengths and your struggles. Take a deep breath. You have survived every hard day so far. The path to well-being is a slow walk home to yourself. You are enough, and you are not alone.